Hello. In this video, we're going to go ahead and graph a polynomial to find some zeros. And then we're going to prove what those zeros are. We want to find all zeros of this polynomial. Now, to do that, we have g of x equals x to the fifth minus 6x to the fourth plus 6x cubed plus 20x squared minus 30x plus 18. That's a lot of terms there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the calculator and we're going to graph this. So I will see you there. Okay, welcome to the calculator. Let's go ahead and type this in. X to the fifth minus 6x to the fourth plus 6x cubed plus 20x squared minus 39x plus 18. And then graph it on the standard window. And there we go. Okay, so what we have here is we have a polynomial graphed. And notice that it crosses here, touches here, and touches here. Remember when it just kind of bounces off like this, those are going to be multiplicity 2. So it's multiplicity 2, multiplicity 2. This is linear, so this is multiplicity 1. And what this means is that 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5, which is the degree of the polynomial. So these are all the zeros that exist. Notice that it crosses at -2, 1, and 3. So if we go to the graph, notice that it says -2 has a 0. Or -2 is a 0, positive 1 is a 0, and 3 is a 0. But notice that on here, we can't tell which one or what the multiplicities are for each of the zeros. That's why it's always a good idea to go ahead and graph this before you look at the table. So we know -2 is a 0. We know 1 is a 0, but it's used twice, and 3 is a 0, and that's used twice. So we're going to prove that using synthetic division in the notes. I'll see you there. Okay, welcome to the notes. Let's go ahead and prove the first zero. The first zero was -2. We have our coefficients of 1, -6, 6, 20, -39, and 18. Bring down, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, and add. Fantastic. What we just did is we just proved that -2 is a 0. Good deal. Next, let's go ahead and prove that the 1 was a 0. And remember, it was used twice. So take the 1, bring down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, what did I do wrong? Something is wrong. Oh, yep, that was positive 9 there, sorry, which made that -18, and there we go. Whoops, sorry about that. Anyway, there we go. And that'll give us a 0. Wonderful. Continuing this, I'm going to use that 1 again because remember it had a multiplicity of at least 2, but it was just 2. So bring down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, and add. Awesome. So the 1 was used twice as a 0 there. Next, let's use the 3. Bring it down, multiply, add, multiply, and add. And if you want to, at this point, you could go ahead and say this is 1x minus 3 equals 0 and solve, or you can just use synthetic division again. Fantastic. By the way, realize that the 1 that we see down here is still just the leading coefficient here. That's all. But that tells me that the zeros are -2, 1, and 3. Notice that it didn't ask for the multiplicities. -2 has a multiplicity of 1, 1 has a multiplicity of 2, and 3 has a multiplicity of 2. Alrighty. Well, I believe that's it for this particular video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.